I stopped there.
How many times you?
I stopped once in an airplane to get fuel. And I love the airport.
Nunca viajaste a Portugal?
No, not yet,
No.
but I want to go
Well,
very much
that's
so. I've always wanted to go to Portugal, so I'm going to, definitely.
Mas já estiveste em Espanha?
Yes, I've spent a lot of time in Spain, and but I've never. I would love to drive to Portugal one
You have
day.
to go.
Yes.
Have you been in Portugal?
Yes, I have. My wife and I had a great trip there, I think 2.5 years ago. Spent some time in Lisbon. Central we were really taken with. Down into the Riviera. Yeah, we did a holiday.
Oh, we don't see you.
That was the point. Right.
I remember seeing a lot of, there's a lot of dirt roads and there's a lot of people in the fields working, but they all had Evian water, which I thought was really strange because they didn't look like they should. They looked like they should have like, big clay jugs of water or something, but they all had Evian water. Was very big, but it was beautiful. It had really great food too. Had a good time over there.
Me recuerdo más todavía de Vilanova de Milfontes que de Lisboa. Lisboa me encantó, pero Vilanova de Milfontes es el pueblo más tranquilo del mundo. Me encantó. Además la gente muy amable con nosotros, aquellas playas. Era mucho más primitivo, ¿no? De lo que nosotros tenemos en España, que está demasiado masacrado por el turismo. Me encantó Portugal, me pareció un país bello.
I have wonderful memories of Portugal. Wonderful memories. Every single one fabulous.
In Alentejo.
Yeah, well, Milfontes.
Milfontes, yeah.
Yes.
You remember?
Lived there, yeah. Yeah, the beautiful beach and the countryside. I loved the countryside. It made me want to be a
I always wanted to go, and after my father's visit recently, he came back with wonderful stories, so I'm looking forward to going.
I'm still trying to get there. I had a very nice visit with the Portuguese UN ambassador in New York City at a party, and we were discussing golf, and so I hope to get to Portugal very, very soon.
I was in Lisbon.
Oh.
Beautiful city.
Last June?
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw you beating us, and then I saw us losing to France. Not very successful.
No.
My mother is a full-blooded Portuguese she has grown up in America. Both her parents, who I never met, are from Portugal. I don't know. I have no idea. My brother was just recently in Portugal, though, for a concert on for a meeting with entomologists, and he actually met some of the old family members.
You want I find your family in Portugal?
Well, I don't. My mother's last name was Frager in America, Frager.
Ferreira.
Okay, so there's probably quite a few of those in Portugal.
You don't know where is
I have no idea.
Okay, I'm going to try to find.
Okay, you dig them up. That'd be fine.
If you want to say something to your cousins in Portugal.
Well, hey, family. I hope you're all doing well.
É bom saber-se que eles não nos confundem com Espanha e até gostam de quando em vez de nos visitar. Mas fica a saber o truque que eles nos hotéis trocam de nome para evitarem fugas de informação e encontros imediatos com os fãs. Há pouco, quando lhe falava de Dustin Hoffman e dizia que foi uma das mais interessantes entrevistas que tive até hoje, estava-me a esquecer de um outro grande senhor, Al Pacino. Com ele não falei de Portugal, nem tempo tive, porque toda a conversa foi muito interessante.
Well, mainly I think to play the devil is so unusual because it's a classical kind of role in the sense that it's been done, actors have tried it before, and it's a clean slate. I mean, it's a clean canvas, there's nothing on it, so you have to sort of make a character, and in a way you're free to do any which way, so I try to figure out a composite and make a consistent character, so that was interesting. And
it's a great character for an actor.
Well, it's a challenge to see what you could come up with, and so to approach it and say, well, in a very lucky way, you're not judged because there's nothing to judge it against. Because where's the devil? It becomes a part. You have to be somewhat connected to the material and what your movie is trying to say in a way. And in this movie, I thought, well, the Faustian devil, which is the devil that says, I want your soul, and you give me your soul, I give you anything you want. This is not that kind of devil. It's a devil who says, you have a choice, I give you a choice, and then you make up your own mind. And he's considerate and very congenial kind of devil, very friendly, very ingratiating and seductive in that sense. But he's also flip-flops. So I love the whole idea of the capriciousness of that kind of character, to have this caprice and to find the humor in it. That was what I went after, and I thought might be an interesting thing to see if we could find it. So I think that whole idea, that concept, is so staggering to me that I started to read the things that address it. Like, I was even reading John Milton's Paradise Lost, which I had never read. And to find that extraordinary language and depth of that, I think that's part of the fun of being an actor, to be able to indulge yourself in these ideas, and to search in a way for them, and then to finally find a way to incorporate anything into what you're doing as a character. So it's a long way to say that you have to do research, and that's fun. That is my place of birth. That's where I live. Yeah, and I find that it is it's a very alive city, New York, and it is so many faceted, so many areas of life there in that small island, in Manhattan, that it's stimulating for me. I live in the country though, outside of New York, because after a while I got tired of the constant of the city. So it's good to go out, but I always find myself going back in. I never found a lifestyle there. When I was younger, I made movies that were in New York, and I did the theater, which was in New York. So I found myself in the eastern part of America. And when I went west, it's odd because a lot of my friends are there. So I go and visit them. But I found that the temperature of living and is more suited for me in the East. Although I like LA, it's a beautiful city, and it's got it's wonderful to get away there. But the heartbeat for me is in New York. The movie I made was a kind of an extension of what I believed in, and to direct a movie, I think. The reason I like directing, I think, is for the wrong reasons. I like it because I can control the situation. And I think if you are a director, it's because that's the way you want to express how you feel about things. That you have, first of all, a talent for it, and you have a desire to express yourself through that. I have that with acting, but not directing. Stage is my home. I've